Good morning, cadets. Today we will be taking up the exercise of the chapter in the kingdom of fools. Question number 1. What are the two strange things the Guru and his disciple find in the kingdom of fools? Answer. The Guru and the disciple found that in the kingdom of fools, people used to work during nights and sleep during days. Everything was cheap and cost the same. So ED will not come for costed, costed. Cost, cost, cost. These are the forms. Question number 2. Why does the disciple decide to say in the kingdom of fools? Is it a good idea? Everything was cheap in the kingdom of fools. That is, everything was available for one to do. The disciple had a peculiarity of diet. He was a foodholic. He was tempted by the cheap food, so he decided to stay in that kingdom. It was not a good idea to stay there for a long time, as one could be in danger anytime because of the unpredictable behavior or nature of fools. Question number 3. Name all the people who were tried in the king's court and give the reasons for their trial. It's a very important question. You should remember the sequence wise how the trial was conducted and what type of justification they gave for saving their own lives. The owner of the house, that is the merchant, the bricklayer, the dancing girl, and the goldsmith, were tried in the king's court. They all were tried because the thief died when the wall of the merchant's house had collapsed and the thief died. The merchant was tried for building a weak wall. The bricklayer was tried for doing his work carelessly. The dancing girl was tried for disturbing the concentration of the bricklayer. The goldsmith was blamed for making the dancing girl walk up and down to his house a dozen times. Who is the real culprit according to the king? Why does he escape the punishment? The merchant's dead father was held responsible for making the wall weak. But according to the king, the rich merchant was real culprit because he had inherited both sins and riches of his father. Riches means the property. He escaped the punishment because he was too thin to fit the stake. Question number 5. What are the Guru's words of wisdom? When does the disciple remember them? The Guru was full of wisdom and knew well the unpredictable behavior of the fools would create danger anytime. So, after having meals, he realized that if everything is available for one to do and people are sleeping during daytime and working in the night, definitely this is kingdom of fools, and fools company is worst because they land in trouble and the person who is there with them, they also land in trouble. The Guru's words were, they are all fools. This won't last very long and you cannot tell what they will do the next. The disciple remembered these words when he was arrested simply by the men of the king because he was fat and he fitted the stake. He understood that though he has not done any crime and if he is hanged to death, definitely his guru was right. And they are executing merely, they are going to kill him only because he fitted the stake. It was because of Guru's words of wisdom the execution or the killing or hanging was postponed. How does the Guru manage to save his disciples' life? The Guru arrived on time to save his disciple and created a lot of confusion and drama. So, people who are wise, they know that if we talk too much to the fools, it won't work. Some drama and some confusion has to be created. So he told the king it was not an ordinary steak. So he created such a story. He cooked up such a beautiful story that the king and his courtier and minister and everybody wanted to die. And whoever went to the stake first would become the king in next life, and the second to die would become his minister. And as all of you know, we are in the kingdom of fools, and they love power, and everybody loves power. So the king thought that in next life also he wants to become the king. The king wanted to avail himself of the opportunity, and the Guru and his disciple were released. Thus, the Guru managed to save his disciple's life. Now, let's go for short answers. Why were the people of the kingdom confused when they saw the dead body of the king and the minister? So, it was decided that Guru and his disciple will be hanged. And when the bodies came, it was the body of the king and minister. So people were surprised how such overnight changes are taking place. The people of the kingdom were confused as to how their minister and king were dead instead of the guru and the disciple. The people were not able to see through the plan which was executed by the guru against the king and the minister. When does the disciple remember the words of the guru? The disciple did not pay attention or heed to the advice of the Guru. When the Guru asked him to leave the kingdom, the moment he found out that this is a kingdom of fools and fools are unpredictable, but our disciple was a foodholic, so he was tempted by the cheap food, he decided to stay. When the king decided that the disciple was suitable for execution just because he was fat, he remembered his guru's words that the fools are unpredictable and they will land in trouble and they will make others also land in trouble. At that time, he remembered his guru. Question number 3. How was the kingdom of fools different from any other place? So they had different type of laws. So definitely it was very different. Everything was different at the kingdom of fools. Night was considered as day and day as night. Not only the human beings, even the animals stayed awake at night. Anything and everything could be brought for one to do. That was the unique characteristic of the place. Why did the Guru want that he and his disciple should die first? So it was decided that the disciple was a fat man and he fits the stake, he should be hanged. So to save the life of his disciple, the Guru cooked up or fabricated a story and made a real drama and told that he and his disciple want to die first. The king had ordered the execution of the rich merchant. Since the rich merchant could not be executed, the disciple was chosen to fit the stake. The disciples' guru had a vision and saw everything. So, in order to save him, the guru hatched a plan. So, you should learn beautiful language. So, the guru hatched a plan, that means he made a plan. Usually, eggs are hatched, but here there is a beautiful usage. Even a plan can be hatched. Question number 5. What conditions did the Guru and his disciple agree to rule that kingdom? He made the condition that he would be free to change all the old and foolish laws. So he wanted things to be normal, that day should be day and night should be night, not the reverse which was happening. And things should be, means their value of the thing should be according to the cost, what is the value of the thing. Hence, the night was considered as night and day was regarded as a normal working day. Even persuaded prices were changed according to the value of the material. Not that everything is available for a dudu. Question number 6. Why did the Guru not want to stay in the kingdom of fools? So Guru was wise, so he does not want to stay there. The Guru did not want to stay in the kingdom of fools as people over there were foolish and it is not wise to be the friends of fools. He was not sure about them and felt they could harm him. Question number 7. Why does the disciple not want to leave the kingdom of fools? The disciple was a foodaholic and so he did not want to leave a place where everything cost was a do. The sale of cheap eatables and other commodities, and since everything was available, life for him seemed very simple and easy. He thought that he can have lots of food at a cheap rate. Why did the king decide to postpone the execution of the Guru and his disciple? The Guru, as all of us know, was very wise. He fabricated a beautiful story or a beautiful drama that the king thought that why should he miss a golden opportunity to be the king next in the next life also. So the Guru befooled the king and he told him people dying now would be the king and minister in their next birth. The foolish king fell for the words of the Guru and postponed the execution. Question number 9. What was so strange about the kingdom of fools? The strange thing about the kingdom of fools was that not only humans but animals also were made to sleep during the day. See the terror the king has created. Even the animals were afraid of the king. They understood now it is daytime, we have to sleep. So he and his minister had executed the plan very successfully. People were terrorized, nobody questioned. And everything in the kingdom used to come for a dudu. Question number 10. Who is the real culprit according to the king? Why does he escape from the punishment? The rich merchant was the real culprit. He had inherited everything from his criminal father. Why is the father called criminal? Because he had built a weak wall. He was too thin to be properly executed on the newly made stake. The worried king started searching foolishly for a fat man to fit the stake, and the merchant escaped the punishment. So, in the kingdom of the fools, foolish decisions were taken that the culprit was left or the criminal was left because he was thin. And the innocent man is going to be hanged because he is fat and he is fit for the stake. Such foolish decisions. What advice did the Guru give to the disciple before going out to the city? So this question has been asked in various ways. You can see how the question can be twisted and asked in various ways. The Guru told his disciple that it was dangerous to stay in the kingdom of fools. He said, there was no justice, only foolish, unpredictable behavior. According to him, the kingdom would not last long. So his prediction was correct. He compelled the king and the minister to hang themselves, and finally they became the king and minister. So his prediction was correct that foolish kingdom cannot survive for a long time. What is the guru's wisdom? When does the disciple realize it? So again, this way it can be asked. The guru's wisdom was that there is no justice in the kingdom of fools because they were unpredictable and their behavior also was unpredictable. He wanted to leave the kingdom at once. The disciple remembers these words when he is in trouble and the king decides to put him on the stake and execute him because he was fat and fitted the stake. Why did the king want to punish the merchant? So the king wanted to punish the merchant because the wall of his house had fallen and the thief was killed. The wall killed the thief. Since the merchant had inherited his father's wealth, he should inherit the sins also, the sins which he has not done. But because his father is a sinner, such foolish things he is saying. Because the father is a sinner, he should also bear all the consequences of his father's sins. Therefore, he should be punished. Who became the king and minister of the kingdom? As the kingdom was without a king after the death of the foolish king and his minister, people persuaded or forced the guru to become the king and the disciple to become the minister. Disciple was convinced easily, but the guru was not convinced. But later on, when he was persuaded or forced, he became. So the holy man became the king and his disciple took charge as the minister. What two things were different in the kingdom of fools? The two things that were different in the kingdom of fools was people worked in the night and slept during the day, and everything was sold at the same price. In Urdu, you could buy a mass of rice also and a bunch of bananas also. Now we have long type answers. Question number 1. Disciple in the story did not look into the depth of the matter and took a hasty decision of not leaving the kingdom of fools. What light does the story throw on importance of decision making in one's life? So this is a very important value based question. It can be asked in two ways. Haste is waste. So never be in hurry. And second value is importance of good decision in life. You have to make a good decision in life. The disciple in the story did not look into the depth of the matter and took a hasty decision of not leaving the kingdom of fools. Disciple was waylaid by the prices of the commodities. So he was tempted by the cheap food available there. Anything could be bought with a dodo. Either it could be a mass of rice or a bunch of bananas. So the disciple decided to stay back and not listening to his guru, who had advised his disciple that it is dangerous to stay back in the kingdom of fools as there is no justice prevalent in the kingdom. When they entered itself, they can understand that 12 bananas and a mass of rice costs the same, and people are sleeping during daytime and they are working in the night, everything was happening reverse. So there can be no justice in this kingdom. The Guru understood, but the disciple did not understand. And when he was in trouble, he understood that when he was chosen as the suitable person for execution, just because he was fat and fitted the stake, he realized his mistake. He regretted his decision. He repented. He felt sorry for his decision. Just one small decision and it costs you life. So the value which we learn from this chapter is importance of good decision making. You have to make or take suitable and good decisions in your life. Second question, do you believe in the fact that our prayers are often heard and answered? There are miracles which change the course of life. Which miracle took place in the story in the kingdom of fools? What lessons do you learn from Guru's words of wisdom? So there is no doubt that prayers, if we do sincere prayers, they are heard and answered, and miracles do happen. The miracle that happened in the Shishya or disciple's life was he just remembered his Guru during his hard times, and the Guru came running and saved his life. It is often believed that our prayers are heard and answered, which is proved in the story in the kingdom of fools. The king had ordered to execute his disciple, and the disciple must have thought, Gaya, now everything is over. But it was not that. He prayed to Guru to save him. It was miracle that Guru heard his prayer and came to rescue or save him. He whispered something in his ears and then asked the king to execute him first and then the disciple. The king released them both on knowing whoever died first would be the king in his next birth. It was his guru's advice and presence of mind that saved the disciple, and the disciple realized that the mistake of for guru's not listening for him not listening to the guru's words of wisdom. So too many values we have learned, children. First value is that fools are unpredictable, never live in their company. Second is that if we do sincere prayers, definitely it is heard. And now the third thing that we realize that in life we may fall into trouble, but never give up. Use your presence of mind and save your life. Question number 3. You are the disciple of the kingdom of fools. You are in trouble as you are about to be hanged. Write a letter to your guru regretting your decision to stay in the kingdom of fools and requesting him to help you. So these are the questions types which come in usually in ninth class beyond the textbook. This question has not been answered in the textbook, though indirectly we have understood the story, we can write the answer. So respected Guruji, so you have to write a date and Bijapur, date and place, and then write the salutation, respected Guruji. I am writing this letter out of sheer sadness or desperation. I regret not paying attention or heed to your advice of leaving this kingdom of fools. I fell a prey to my temptation. So I have fallen on my own trap. I trapped myself because of my weakness for good food, for cheap and tasty food. Now I am in serious trouble. I have been trapped and will shortly be hanged. Everyone here is foolish and there is no point in reasoning with them. So here everybody is fool because it is the kingdom of fools. Nobody is understanding what is this. I am a fat man and I am fitting the stake, so you are hanging me. Actual culprit is moving around free. Such logic, nobody will listen because you are in the kingdom of fools. You are my only hope who can save me from this situation. I request you to please come here at the earliest and save my life. I promise in future I will always listen or pay attention to your advice and keep myself in control. Your disciple. So you are erring, matlab, it is committing mistake. To err, E-double-R, that means to commit mistake. Question number 4. How did the guru and disciple become the king and minister of the kingdom? The guru knew that his king and his ministers were fools. In order to save his disciple, the guru hatched a plan. He said the first one to be executed at the stake would become the king in the next life, and the second to be executed would be the king's minister. The foolish king and minister got trapped and got themselves executed. As the kingdom was without a king, the guru and his disciple were made the king and the minister. Guru was a wise man. How does the story, The Kingdom of Fools, reflect it? The Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan. So you should always use the author's or poet's name. It makes you appear more confident and your answer also becomes impressive. So The Kingdom of Fools by A.K. Ramanujan reflects that Guru was a wise man as he advised his disciple not to stay in that kingdom. As the disciple thought the future is uncertain, he did not pay any heed to his guru and stayed on. When he was imprisoned by the king's men, he realized the importance or significance of his guru's words and repented on his not following his guru's decision. So it is proved that Guru was really very wise, and how a holy man, a sannyasi, he becomes a king. So definitely he is very wise. And it was because of his wisdom that the disciple was saved and they were made king and minister of the kingdom. So definitely wisdom is very important in life. Hung is the past tense of to hang, which means to suspend or be suspended. Hanged is the past tense of to hang when it means to kill someone by tying a rope attached from above and removing the support from the beneath. Beneath means under. Difficult differences between hang and hung. Because it was a common practice in the century past not only to execute criminals by hanging but also to display their bodies for a period of time to deter the other potential criminals. It was not just possible that you will need to elucidate in your writing that a deceased person spent some time suspended post execution. So you should understand when you hang a picture on the wall and you want to say use hung at that time, you have to say I hung a picture on the wall this morning. But when you kill somebody by tying a rope attached from above, that should be hanged. Thank you.